What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Seth, and you can tell by the frame rate that we're playing Trove to Trove on Xbox Uno. How y'all doing today, though, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. We're gonna be green because that seems to be like the theme of the Xbox throughout this series. So, yeah, either way. But before we get started, very much appreciate punch the like button right in the throat. Very much would appreciate that. Oh man, that sounds so mean. So we can actually handle, well, we can handle a lot higher, but we're gonna be going into U4 today because we're level 18 on our Draco. And there's a couple things that I need to talk about and address that I've been noticing in the comments lately. And first and foremost, I want to talk about everybody getting all scared when I started the PS4 series, saying that I was going to quit Xbox. I honestly have no idea why that rumor ended up starting, because that is not the case at all, folks. I started the PS4 series to go alongside the PC and Xbox series, all right? So don't worry about that. We're definitely going to continue this one. I'm not just going to suddenly abandon everyone on the Xbox, but one of the things that I have addressed in the PC series and in the PS4 series right off the hop is that, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna appear online nearly as often as you would think. It's disappointing, I know, because, you know, I know a lot of you want to hang out and, you know, have a good time together and everything like that. And, you know, for the most part, you can join the Discord. Links are in the description for that. I'm on mic chat as often as I can spare. Same with the text chat and stuff like that. You can use the mobile app as well. Either way, we got a real hustling, bustling community. And if I'm not, like, online, usually there will be another Trove officer online that can get you in the club. And needless to say, because I'm running so many different versions of the game, you know, I kind of got to pick my poison here very carefully, you know. So what I'm kind of doing is the PC series is definitely like the main series that I'm going to be investing my time to, you know, like that's pretty much where I'm going to be dedicating all of my extra time, because I've been playing the PC version of Trove since like for 2 years, you know, and I absolutely love it. And I'm not gonna abandon those people there that have been so good to me over the years, like seriously, and the community that we've got there is just amazing. And now we've got the opportunity to start that on the console version, and I'm just gonna say it up front, I may not be able to like be as involved with the console community as I am with the PC one. Now, another thing too, I want to say a shout out to Proving Twins, because they actually ended up donating the Shoji bottom, probably the top prop as well. You probably noticed the Hub House and Jub Jub. I'll try to remember to show that at the end of the video, but the Hub House now has the Shoji windows, and it's really, really cool. I really like it, but one thing that's really, really bothering me about the main hub area in Jub Jub is that it's unsymmetrical. So the top half that I did with JT, we ended up constructing that all very symmetrical. You know, it really works out. And because of that, it should be a very easy transition for me, when I find the time, of course, and get in the building mood, but it should be an easy transition to kind of rescale the bottom half of the house so that we can have something that actually looks a little bit better. And also, this mount that we're actually on right now, while quite a few people could have already gotten this one by now, this is actually the Radiant Rainmaker, I think it's called, and this mount is actually a reward for the login badge, the daily login badge. So you have to log in 30 days in a row in order to get this badge, or get the badge that actually gives you this mount, right? I didn't end up talking about any of the badges in any of my tutorial videos because, honestly speaking, I didn't think that it was worth mentioning, because pretty much you just get a whole bunch of free items and stuff. But I definitely do want to make like a proper tutorial that talks about the badges, just so that people going into Trove from now on, like from that video on, are going to have a better understanding of, oh, I should be logging in every day, even if I don't have time to get my qubits. At least log in so you get the consecutive day badge going on, because you get a bunch of free stuff and eventually some free wings at 45 days, right? Now, the only reason that I'm even bringing this mount up is because something very strange ended up actually happening with me, where despite the fact that Trove was only out for 3 weeks, I actually ended up getting the consecutive days badge and had this, sorry, you got wrecked and I'm not rezzing you. I'm lazy. But I ended up getting this mount despite the fact that it was technically impossible. So I haven't tested this myself, folks, and I honestly don't really want to, because I'm #lazy. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. But the only thing that I can figure that ended up happening with this badge and the mount is that when I ended up getting my PS4, I unplugged my internet from the Xbox, and maybe that ended up changing my clock. Like maybe it went backwards a day or something like that. I don't know. And then I ended up logging in like a day after or something, and maybe it counted as like a couple days or a week ended up passing or something, right? So I'd be very curious if somebody actually tests that out yourself. Leave it in the comments and let me know whether or not adjusting your system's clock is a cheaty way that you can end up getting like the consecutive day badge, or even the total days badge, you know? Because if that's the case, that's pretty hilarious. I remember one of the biggest, the last big game I played that had that bug, if you could call it, was the one, it was like Batman, one of those Arkham games had it, where there was like a Christmas event, and you could actually roll your clock over to the Christmas event, log into the game, and actually get the achievement and get that quest done and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's gonna be something similar on console. And also something that absolutely sucks is that I still only have 2 jump. Yep, I'm just wandering around with 1 jump, or 2 jump I mean, and I can't get through anything to save entrances. So if you ended up seeing the gigantic haunted house dungeon, you'll know it if you see it. It's a 3-star, it's big, it's beautiful, it's got a well that you can climb into that has a secret entrance down to the boss, it has a catacomb that you can go into that gets to the boss, so many different pathways that get you to the 3-star. I would definitely say to try it out, because you do actually get a lot of benefits on your time, most of all, from actually exploring the dungeons. Like this one right here. Did you know that you can actually laser, and that would actually get you to the 3-star, or you could, or 3-star, to the boss, I mean, or you could end up blasting down to here. This diabolical freak actually has his barb class gem. Dude, that is sick. And he's using the Lunar Ronin swords as well. Man alive, I know too much about this game. Somebody kill me. Seriously though, man, like, happy and grateful that the Trove on console has been, yeah, doing so well with the channel and stuff like that, because I'm gonna be honest about it. That's just, of course I'm happy about that, you know? Like I see some people, you know, come around and they don't really understand how YouTube works or anything like that, and that I'm kind of faking it. Like fake it till you make it or anything like that, because honestly speaking, for sure, but that doesn't mean that I don't still enjoy it and still think this is one of my, like, it is my favorite MMO of all time. That's just a Shadow 1 hat, so I'll throw that in the club chest. Most of all because, like, it's like, seriously, there's not that many games out there, especially on console. A spur too, because console version, well, not console, just Trove in general is very expensive. But yeah, I don't know. I can see somebody messed up with these corners right here and didn't put it, the window properly, but honestly speaking, who cares? Like, you see how the roof is all beautiful and the bottom half just looks disgusting? I gotta really try and work that out, because I really want to have it a bit more symmetrical, have a nicer entrance and stuff. And also, very, very soon, we're probably going to have to do a world tour, because this club has actually been growing like crazy. Lots and lots of pixel art as well, which normally I would be worried about because I've been doing YouTube for years now, right? And YouTube ended up having a time period, that's cool, where there was like, where you would actually get content ID'd for having like even pixel art and mentions, like stuff showing other game characters and stuff like that. It was really, really weird. Thankfully, they've like fit anything. Like the way that a PvP portal ends up working, I have tutorials on this in the description, is you have to portal and it's gonna warp you to one of the PvP maps. This is just gonna warp us to like a broken version of the biome that we're in, just because that's how the game ends up working, right? Now, one last thing I did want to mention today, because unfortunately we're kind of on time as far as like lots and lots of people are wondering how the promotions and you know, how officers and all that stuff. And when a club is first starting, that's when you can kind of very easily start separating the men from the boys, you know, see who's really dedicated to the community and stuff like that. Because at the start of a club, it's all about resources. You know, you need resources and portals to the club. So that's why they're actually kind of in charge, not to mention they join the Discord ports, right? So now that we have all of these, unfortunately, a side effect of that means that I have to kind of put the promotions, especially to often, like, it's not gonna be as easy, you know? It's gonna definitely take a lot longer to actually do that, right? So anyways, I gotta go and get my daily right here, right now, and then otherwise I hope you all have a fantastic day, everybody. Sorry if it's a little bit disappointing to say that. At the same time, it's like I'm trying to run, like, more than just Trove on the channel, you know, like as a YouTuber, like I just enjoy the content that I'm delivering in general. And it's like, you know, I'm trying to keep up with my content and with all the other games while also trying to balance Trove out, right? So what's going to end up happening is not necessarily this week, but very, very soon, I'm trying to really organize my schedule so that next week, there's going to be 3 Xbox Trove, 3 PS4 Trove, and 1 PC Trove episode a week. Give or take a couple extra, like maybe an unboxing video on PC and stuff like that, because I'm not really gonna have that many, like, if ever, any unboxing videos on the console version, right? It's not gonna happen because I'm all free to play and stuff like that. And that's the other thing too, is lots of people keep asking too in the comments about why I'm actually doing the whole free to play thing. And honestly speaking, it's because I've already spent so much money on the PC version of Trove. Like, seriously, like, I have no desire to start spending my paycheck on the console version of Trove, even if it would make the videos a little bit more exciting and we would be able to progress a little bit easier and stuff like that. Honestly speaking, as much as I love Trove, there's certain ideas behind the whole pay-to-win system that I just, as a person, have never supported, you know? Like, even the gem system, even on PC, I've never spent a cent on, like, gem booster boxes and stuff like that, outside of, like, the Mantle of Power packs that ended up giving you, like, tons and tons of items. You know, as far as just the game itself, I can't justify spending a cent on that, or, like, the dragons or anything like that, because otherwise there goes my whole paycheck that I could have spent on something, like, more important, like food or happiness, you know? But anyways, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Didn't expect to get our daily today in the video, but hey, whatever. This person's also famous because look, they get to see their cornerstone. Hello, Copperman. Here's your stupid house. It's really cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.